Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of an Ocean Wave, and this is day 6 of the March daily draws. It's the midweek point, so let's see what message we're going to get at this point. And I'll be taking the first card from the Tarot of Dragons, followed by an Oracle card from the Dragon Path Oracle. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, here we go. And today we will go there. And our card today is the Sire of Swords, which is this deck term for the King of Swords. So, which is all about strategy, intellect, the mind, clarity of mind, control over our thoughts, which has been a bit of a theme, hasn't it? Getting control of our thoughts, changing some of the ways that we've been thinking, getting a new perspective, clearing our mind of a lot of the things that have been clouding our minds, and doing what we need to do in order to get that clarity of mind. So this is now where once we've got that clarity of mind, the Sire of Swords, or the King of Swords as it's usually known, is here. And he's got, I love how the sword is actually engraved upon the mountain that he's perched on there. So the sword is part of the mountain here. And it's, to me, that this means that this particular depiction of the King of Swords, or the Sire of Swords, this particular depiction, more or less, it focuses perhaps more on grounded thinking. Because to me, the mountain here is the grounding part. He's perched on the rock, on the the stable, the stability of the mountain, that firm mountain. But he's at the top. He's at the peak. He's at the peak, and it's under him. So he's on top of it. So he's grounded. That he's got grounded underneath. His feet is firmly placed on the earth, on the ground, as it were. Even though he's lofty and he's in the air, where obviously the air element here is to do with swords and the mind, traditionally. So and he can see again that overview, isn't it? He's perched on a rock or a cliff where you get, or a high position, you get the overview, the big picture. You can see, and then to see the way of the land below, so that you get a good view, so you can strategize of how to, you understand things more objectively, and perhaps more rationally than when you're in the midst of things, and you're perhaps more influenced by emotion, because you're right in the midst of it, and influenced. Whereas when you're removed, like the Hermit or other cards of that nature, like you're far enough removed to get that bigger picture, and you're not so in the midst of things that you're influenced by feelings and other things going on with you, that you able to get that clarity of mind to know what to do, to know to work out your plans for what's next. And I love the fact that he's got this little butterfly here, and to me that always represents transformation. To me, the way that the caterpillar changes into the butterfly, and the change and the transformation that can come by that clarity of mind, by that new way of thinking, and the plans that we can then strategize and make when we have that, and how that can begin to transform our situation. So at this midweek point, it may be a case of getting that clarity, getting to that position where we can get a more objective viewpoint of whatever situation that we've been facing, and that we can then begin to strategize and plan and work out a way forward, and recognize the power of our own minds, the power of our own thoughts, and how they can influence the situation, influence the way that we are feeling about the situation. And just by changing our thinking and gaining that clarity can change ourselves sufficiently to be able to act in the way that we need to act. And as I say, when we get a bit more objective, we may see things a bit more clearly. We're removing ourselves emotionally, perhaps a little, from the situation, and getting some more objective thinking onto it. So that might be the key thing at this midweek point, getting some objective thinking. Maybe even go and talk to somebody else that could give you this objective viewpoint. That's a possibility too. If we can't grasp it ourselves, talk to somebody that can come at it from a different angle, can come at it from, that they're not so heavily involved in the situation, that they can be more objective and perhaps see things and suggest things that we wouldn't have considered because we're too closely tied to it. So to me, that's what it's about. This is what this card is. It's that objective thinking that brings that clarity of mind and a way for us to be able to plan our way forward for the next step. Okay, let's see which oracle card we get to go with that. Okay, here we go. And we have Gaia, which always thinks of the goddess Gaia, which represents the earth. So it's that earthy element. So without even looking in the book, it's earthy, that where he's on the mountain. Keep grounded, keep your feet on the ground, even when your head is up high, getting that high objective clarity of mind. Still be rooted in where you are and in the practicalities of where you are, and tie the two things together. And to me, that's what these cards are saying to us today. So to me, it's that grounded, objective, clear-mindedness that will be key to helping us move forward. Okay, so that is today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 7. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.